guys, so we're here in a brand new construction site with my friend and collaborator Eric.
Hi.
And we are right in the middle of turning this, I would say, older ex-retail store into probably one of the hippest, coolest bed and breakfasts or hostels.
Hostel, yeah.
Right in the middle of
Slash boutique hotel.
Yeah, so tell us your vision for what this will all become.
Well, we're in the upstairs area of the property now, but on the ground level we'll have a 27-room hostel.
Cool.
And a combination boutique hotel. We'll run it kind of as a dual property concept.
Yep.
And along with lots and lots of retail and commercial space that we're going to be subletting to various types of businesses. We're
Great.
focused right now on a restaurant, a cafe, and a wine cave as sublets. We'll also have a real estate office, one of the local brokers, Ryan Donner, and we're also hoping to have a gym in the upper portion of the property.
Much needed.
Yeah, and everything's going to be very much like high-end feel, but in a vintage kind of Vallarta, Mexico industrial concept. Not ostentatious, but certainly, certainly comfortable and loungy. And we're focused on, of course, with everybody wanting to be connected. We have plans for a really high-speed internet system. We're going to have we're hoping to do a co-work space as part of the hostel project, which is right in the space we're in now. Still very rough. In 2 months, it'll look a lot closer to.
Well, that's really an ambitious plan. And when you first told me that you had taken the space, I was thinking, here we are, right on the doorstep of this 30-day statewide stay-home shutdown, and you're basically kicking off a pretty ambitious construction project. So, how do you feel about the timing of those two things?
Well, on the one hand, whenever you're opening a new business, you're always in a rush to get it done because you're thinking, wow, I just really need to get open. I need to have the revenue plan.
Right.
And one of the nice things about doing the build out during this shutdown is, we have some limitations because we have to, have very strict COVID-19 regulations, and those are all issued by the city. So we're having to, to conduct our work under those guidelines. However, we also don't have this time pressure of, getting open. And it's, if it takes us an extra month, well, that's okay because we can't open anyway. So I think it's in a lot of ways, in a lot of ways, as long as we, establish a budget and we stick to our budget, then we're not really concerned about the overhead costs of the timeline. So
now you have kind of a reputation and a sort of a legendary status in town for taking these older buildings, gutting them and renovating them, as we're seeing here taking place right at this moment, and then turning them into little jewels. So what's the fascination with traditional Vallarta architecture?
Well, Vallarta, since it's in a tropical climate, everything to me is just a concrete box.
It is.
And there's some concrete boxes that you can really work with, and there's other concrete boxes that, you really need to be taken down and you start from scratch. But this is another one of those buildings where the bones are really good. There's lots and lots of space. It's really wide open. Again, like I always do in a project, I'm really taking more out than I'm putting in. So where there were walls, there are none, and where we want to put any walls back, they're typically going to be, like with glass or in a concept, concept that allows light and air to pass better because ventilation is such a big thing. So there's just another one of those properties where we're just going to take, something that's older and aging and refresh it and provide a nice space for people in town to enjoy.
Like we've said before, making all Vallarta new again.
Yeah, exactly.
It's been one of our collaborator taglines.
Well, and this is a property too that has a history in town.
Long-standing
From
department store.
Yeah, the early '60s. It
Yeah.
was La Sortadora. One of Vallarta's #1 families owns the
That's
property.
right.
And it's really a great opportunity, and they're also very excited to see their property come back to life again.
That's right.
And
Be a part of it.
yeah, and so hopefully, at least with the hostel approach, we are at the lower end of the cost level for travelers, and I think that will help to make it successful.
So when travel opens back up again, you know that you'll be in
Right,
a
we're
very appealing price
right.
point.
We're competitive. We're in a good price point. But more importantly, a lot of the services and a lot of the facilities that are going to go into this property are things that locals will use.
Right.
And so people that live here,
Could be a year-round.
it can be definitely a year-round business, and the hostel is just, I mean, obviously the lodging and the tourist factor of that,
Sure.
but all the other elements, the restaurant, the cafe, the gym,
Right.
the professional offices and the co-work space are all things that locals are going to enjoy.
And speaking of which, I mean, you've always been so supportive and collaborative with local businesses, even bringing them into this project for the amenities that you've just mentioned. What are some of your favorite innovations that you're seeing now from local businesses as we're going through this statewide governor's 30-day shutdown? What innovations have you seen from local businesses that you admire and appreciate?
Yeah, well, I mean, for any other locals in Vallarta, one of the nicest things to do here is eat, because there's so many great restaurants.
Right?
Yeah, and it's really nice to see a lot of my favorite restaurants that have switched to a delivery platform.
Right.
It will be interesting to see how the social aspect of Vallarta reshapes itself, in this time period, and it is difficult, I know, for a lot of us that are used to the socializing aspect of what Vallarta, New Mexico, are really all about.
What advice would you give to investors who have, been looking at food in the post-quarantine era about coming back in and getting back into this market?
Yeah, well, the real estate companies in town want to be optimistic about, the market and how it's going to hold up. In fact, the virus, may affect the market in a way that's beneficial to investors. If you have money that you want to invest and you want to get a property that's going to have a higher ROI, Vallarta is a really good place to do that.
Well, particularly because the number of cases reported in this area is so incredibly low. And this is actually a very nice place to be.
Right. Well, I guess that's kind of a political argument. And some people feel, oh, hey, that's great because it means we don't have it, and other people feel, oh, maybe they're just, under-reporting. But it's, either way, as a resident, I mean, I feel that if there was a high prevalence of infection or problems with the virus, I would know people that are experiencing that, and so far, thankfully, that hasn't been the case.
Yeah.
So, we use our protection, and
Yeah.
Deborah and I are having to speak and be heard right now, so we don't have our masks on. Yeah.
Right. And other than dining at home and supporting local restaurants, what other thing have you been doing during the shutdown from a personal perspective?
Well, I love Netflix.
Netflix, yes. Very popular.
Yeah, well, I mean, also, it's been a good opportunity really to be able to work on the social media and the web design for the new business.
Right.
And, that's time that I wouldn't ordinarily maybe have in the day to do that. One of the things that, for me, has been kind of a personal success in this whole thing is that I am able to employ during this shutdown.
Exactly.
And there are people that you can hear in the back with all the construction
Lunch hours over.
Yeah, lunch is over.
First back to work.
But it's nice to be able to employ people.
Yeah.
And
You're supporting your family.
right, and building a new business is, there's going to be jobs for web design and all these other things. So we're still contributing to the economy, and hopefully, other businesses will be able to as we get closer to the end.
Well, it's a super exciting project, and wise words to, I think, business community on how you can use the time.
I can't wait to get a real haircut instead of shaving my head with a
You
buzzer.
look good. Yeah, you're surviving well. So guys, glean those tips for your business, whether you're in Puerto Vallarta or not. And that's another 15 minutes or less of keeping Vallarta real. Thank you, Eric.
Stay safe.